What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it, but that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to it. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka gets there to take him down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They've got a man in motion. Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And following that run, looks like the back is in a little discomfort. Medical staff attending to him as we step aside. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He's dropping back to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They go play action on first. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Throwing now on first down. Ferguson there to bring it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll motion Lamb right. 2nd and 13. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Dragons finish up an excellent opening series. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dragons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Getting the fullback involved here. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
What that play shows you is that if you're not keyed in on the fullback right away, he's going to make you pay.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On the give, it's Garindo. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. This time it's a passing play. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, they'll run. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 43. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Now a give to Garindo. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They won't snap it in time. Time to begin the 2nd quarter. And we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. from the 29. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking to the air here. That's caught for the first. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Trying an inside give to Garindo. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Garindo again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. And it's caught. Touchdown! The Aviators finish off their opening drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Aviators start off well to tie things 7-7. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Putting a receiver in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kate, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day. As a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning track. 300 feet in the air, he hummed that baseball to gun down the runner at home plate. The difference here in football, yeah, you throw that ball up, that DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a play. That is just incredible defensive football.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. It is caught left side. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. Neighbors with the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
We send a man in motion. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Aviators working here. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Garindo running between the tackles. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense up to the line fast. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
On the carry, it's Garindo. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll throw it. Sideline throw reeled in by Neighbors. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying it left side with Garindo. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Deron Bland. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a throw here. Connection made to Judy. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Third and just 2 to go. Now looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This is Garindo. And he's brought down for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Pass play now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dragons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, you have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they bring him down around the 34. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll give them a 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back-to-back carries here. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka gets there to take him down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 32. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives them the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Man in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. Hits his running back. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. It's 2nd and goal. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a 7-yard gain on 2nd down. Only inches to go now on 3rd.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They'll try him left side. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dragons grab the lead on their first series of the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dragons take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. They'll run. It's Garindo. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing on 2nd and 13. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Setting up a throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Dragons get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They just get the play off. This throw is caught. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Dragons stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dragons drive their lead to 11. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds him.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
From the 40 on 2nd down. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Third down from the gun. brother. It's another interception. And the Dragons are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They'll throw to begin this drive. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he is on third and long. Completed to his running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now give left side. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They've got a man in motion. Another carry for him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Dragons making a 3-score game in the 4th. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dragons push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Motioning one of the tight ends. From the 36. Cut out left. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Pick up a 5 on that play. And they'll have first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can creep.
And they kick him off again! The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dragons continue piling onto this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Garindo. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. Pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. First throw for the backup now. It's caught right side by Johnson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third down, it's Penix. This is complete to Neighbors. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Penix now on 1st down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. One final shot here. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game.
Ay, wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Lennox. That phone for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion and straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. They pay out the payout. I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers. The Bay watch the women. I curse. Gon' meet your mate. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. Like cut that confetti, I'm running through it. Like clear that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, I sun and moonin'. I'm shot, bullet, proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stacks up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah, I'm so iconic. Yeah, they don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.